Hello, you beautiful nerds. Welcome to the Drunk Banthas podcast, where we talk about sci-fi, fantasy, horror, and all the popular art that we love. Also, we do it drunk.
Mostly drunk.
Mostly drunk. Exactly. I couldn't have put it better myself.
This shit sucks. Hold on.
Drunk.
That clip,
yeah, the
that music
is going bananas
that
right now. It is going banana sandwich.
All right, yeah, there we go. We're good to some regular shit here. Okay, we're back.
But yeah, drinking is always encouraged, but never mandatory. I am Jedi Master Grayson, your host, and I'm joined as always by my co-host and brother Bill. How you doing?
Please drink responsibly. I am doing well. How are you doing, sir?
Tip top, best day of my life. Couldn't be better. I am so happy to be talking about some nerd shit with you guys today. We are talking.
You don't sound very happy. You sound like you're telling me motherfucking lies.
Well, that's just because I just woke up from a weed nap. But that's normal. Like, I'm working at 75%.
I'm not doing well either. Look at this. I burned myself.
Oh, you burned yourself?
Yeah. I burned myself.
On your face?
On my lip, dude. It hurts so bad. But it doesn't hurt now because I can't feel anything.
Ugh. That's why you should not get your cookies out of the oven with your mouth.
It feels like I got Novocaine in my lip. So if you see me drooling, that's the reason. That's the reason. What up, Fifth Bantha? What's goody?
What up, Fifth Bantha?
Oh,
and,
sorry.
Yeah, speaking of our friends and family, it is always good talking shit with friends. He's basically family, but y'all just hate him because he's light skinned. What is up, Thomas?
Oh, hey.
Tomas.
Oh, not much. Excited to talk about. We'll get into it, won't we? We'll share thoughts and feelings.
Thoughts and feelings.
Well, we got a lot of feels, and we got a lot of thoughts, and it'll probably still take us about an hour and 30 minutes to do it.
Oh, you think we're going to go short today?
It's funny, as the number of topics becomes shorter, the show just still goes longer. I don't know how that ends up happening. But before we get into
lack of prescription drugs, that's what...
I take mine in the morning. Sorry.
Speaking of which, today's episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. No, I'm just joking. Today is actually.
It would have been fantastic if you said that, then immediately followed it with the Diet Coke commercial.
Speaking of which,
after these messages, we'll be right back. After these messages, we'll be right back.
Have you ever watched a movie from your childhood and thought it doesn't quite hold up like you remember? Well, then you would enjoy our bi-weekly series, Does It Hold Up?, where we revisit classic genre films with a special guest to help us determine if it is as good or as bad as we remember. It's a whole lot of fun, so you should check it out.
Please check out the Drunk Bantha channel. They clearly are ready for being seen at a higher level.
Back to the show.
Yeah,
that's right.
Hold up. Any ideas for new commercials? We are willing and ready. We are willing and ready to take those ideas and make some more commercials.
I'm a big fan of the ones that we get paid for.
Yeah, well,
yeah. If anyone wants to pay us to advertise,
these are audition tapes for the people who want us to. Want to pay us. They are audition tapes.
Now, I have not run this by anyone else on the podcast yet, so I'm going to say it out loud to all the people listening right now. If you want us to talk shit to people we will make a commercial doing that.
Oh, yeah. And with matter of fact, we'll talk like a good 3 minutes. If you
want us to go to like a 4, we'll be at like 11.
Yeah, if you pay.
Yeah.
If you pay, we'll be 11. If you don't pay, about 7. 7, 11. That's gonna be the next. That's the new segment.
Yeah, follow our Cameo page.
Cameo, but mean.
Yeah. Exactly. No, yeah.
Great minds think alike.
Great minds think for themselves.
It's true.
You're not allowed to think for yourself, not in America.
Oh, not in this America. No.
Mr. President. Thanks.
I mean, very obviously, this is not a political podcast. But
you're literally blinded by democracy right now.
But I guess this will be a good time to move on to our first topic of the night before we get into the nitty and the gritty, because we all know what we're here to talk about, like the big event of last week. But we need to take a little trip down Jeff's comic book corner first to talk about the crazy comic plastic Hefe. You want to go over issue 2?
Yeah, I'm excited. We're digging deeper into this love story. On the level, I would say, of Shakespeare, personally.
Shakespearean love.
I will say this: Shakespeare was a freaky fuck. I think he could have written this, but anyway. So you'll remember our main guy here, Victor, was knocked out, and he was left outside this house, and he just had a note that said, "If they live, Virginia, his love doesn't." So this one starts with Victor just in he's just in this house. There's a couple and their child asleep in a bed. And it takes you a second to realize that Victor's just sitting on a chair in the corner. And then when they go to the next panels, you see him sitting there, and he literally just pulls out a hacksaw, stands up, starts walking. And that's all we get from that. The only thing I cut out of this is a view of the house from the outside. No sound, no nothing, just that. So from there, we cut back to a car. And now we got this guy in the car just sitting there talking. He's like, yeah, he's been in there for like an hour. I mean, I'm assuming it's going okay. Like, I haven't heard anything. He's like, yeah, no. Once he's fulfilled his contract, I'll take it. And he's putting on a silencer on a pistol. And while he's doing this, he notices just the most random fucking thing. There's like an old school green army man on the seat of his car seat. But like, instead of like an army man with like a gun or like a radio or binoculars, it's like a little sexy woman. But yes, and he's just like, what the fuck? And then he looks a little bit off, and he notices sitting in his back seat, Victor. And Victor's back there, and he's just like, on the phone. He's like, I'm gonna go. He's here. I'm gonna go. And the guy and Victor start talking, and the guy's like, the sheriff. And Victor's like, Virginia. And the guy's like, you mean like the state? And like, so they're just clearly, they don't know shit about each other. Anyway, so Victor goes on. He's like, the sheriff and her family have been taken care of. It's done. And the guy's like, oh, good. I mean, you were there for a while. I was a little worried. And then Victor's all of a sudden like, hey, who's your friend? And the guy looks over, and there's just a dude with a bullet hole in his skull there. And he's like, oh. And he checks his name tag, and he goes, according to this, his name's LaCroix. And yeah. And, Victor's just like, oh, is that your partner? And the guy just starts laughing uncontrollably at that. And he's like, oh, you were serious? Okay. And then, just moving along, the guy's like, no, he's not my partner. He's like, I'm my client needed me to. And he's like, oh, Bellevue? Like the guy from the last issue? He's like, yeah. He needed this guy taken care of. And he's like, you in Bellevue? And he's like, no, I'm a contractor. And he says it flat out. He's like, I'm going to stage it to so that it looks like the deputy, LaCroix is the deputy now, it turns out, so that it looks like the deputy and you got in a shootout. And the deputy goes out a hero. And then he's like, any connection to my client will be gone. And he goes on and says, he's like, sorry, man, it's just a part of the job. And Victor's like, oh, so you're one of his men? He's like, no, just a contractor. And Victor's like, oh, you from around here? And he's like, no. Are you? And Victor's like, no. And the guy's like, oh, good. Seems we're in the same boat. And Victor's like, we'll make this easier. And we see the guy getting ready, and he's pulling out his gun. And, I mean, he's got a fucking gun. So Victor cuts his goddamn head off. just gets up in there with the hacksaw and starts cutting. While we see some, the silenced guns shots just busting out the windows of this thing. And then we just get Victor sitting in the car, covered in blood, next to his new good buddy LaCroix. And he's just talking with him. He's like, I'm sorry you had to see Virginia. She wouldn't have been happy with me about that. And he's just talking to this dead deputy, and he's like, Virginia, she's the love of my life. What are you talking about? And he's like, oh, what, this? And you're like pointing at the head of the man he just literally decapitated. And he's like, no, I'll be fine. And then he's like, oh, like my gunshot? No, I'll be fine too. I got plastic one. And he's like, wait, what? And he gets this serious look. He's like, you want to what? Looking at LaCroix talking. And then we just see him dragging a body to another car. And while he is, he's just like doing like the really like the obviously crazy guy muttering. But it's not the easiest on this. But like in the actual book, you can see, like if you look at closer, it's like, I can't tell you how much it means to have an officer of the law, willing to help me find my Virginia. Chief Hart, good call. That is a trigger warning. That it was a dirty vehicle, and if you have OCD, it's gonna get you. Thank you for reminding me. I'm sorry about that. I should have thought ahead there. So he's dragging this body back to the car, talking to LaCroix, and finally he gets back in there. And literally, we just got LaCroix sitting up, dead in the car while he's dragging body covered in blood on the side of the road like it's nothing. And no one seems to be noticing, so I guess he's doing fine. He's just having a simple chat. And he's like, oh, yeah, it's been some time. He's like, huh? Oh, they had us at a warehouse. I'm not that sure. As he's dropping a head into his lap.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
I don't know why I never see them coming during this part, and I always jump. And he's like, it seemed like it was over water or something. He's like, oh, shh. Mom's asleep. You gotta be a little quiet, but okay, calm down. And so, Victor's shoving the body into the trunk, and he's wiping off. And then he like duct tapes himself where he got shot. And he's like, oh, all better. We're all good. And he's yeah, so that's weird. Like there was a bait sign, there was a propeller, seemed to be hanging over water. And then he goes, LaCroix, you're a genius. That was a boathouse. Oh, man, I'm so glad I got you around. And then they just drive off as he casually just tosses the head over his shoulder like it's a head of iceberg lettuce he just got from the store. Anyway, so Victor's pretty hungry. So they go back towards town. And he also starts looking around. And this is one of the parts that I think is hilarious is he's like, LaCroix, listen, man, I know you're upset, but I had to take his wallet. And this is where we get an interesting part. He goes, it's not like I could use Victor's credit card anymore. And right after he says that, we cut to Bellevue, that guy that hired Victor and everything. And he's like, oh, well, if it isn't the sheriff now? And the sheriff's like, oh, we got a problem. And we see Victor asking people in town. He's like, there was a propeller, and I think like a dead snake. And then it cuts back to those two. And he's yelling. He's like, what do you mean? His prints didn't match. And like, how could his prints not match up? And the guy's sitting there. He's like, don't blame me. You should have waited on my results. We have no fucking clue who this guy is. That's not on me. That's on you. You should have waited like I told you. And like, we see Victor just, and I'm going to keep calling him Victor because we don't have not Victor. So not Victor. Then we see him with like a couple of ladies, and they're like, oh, sugar, I don't know who you're talking about. And then we cut back to these two yelling at each other. He's like, you go and you find him. You find that guy, or I swear to God, you'll just be lucky if I only keep you as a deputy. And and he's threatening this guy. And then we see not Victor, and there's a dude at the gas station. He's like, oh, yeah, buddy, just 6 miles down that road, be a house on your left. You'll find it. That's good. And then, Bellevue's like, Jim, like he's calling his henchman. He's like, go get my idiot son. Make sure he doesn't leave the house. And like, oh God, and get that stupid doll of this guy's. And then we see, and now like, this part's over and we just got not Victor back at that boathouse. And he's looking around and he's searching for clues and stuff. And he's getting really emotional. He's like, he can't believe it that Virginia's not here. They took her. What's he going to do? Why does this keep happening to us, Virginia? And as he's looking around, he notices something off in the corner. And he goes and he starts digging in the corner, and he pulls out a donut old enough that it's got maggots. I'm hoping, because if it's not maggots, it's something grosser. And he's just like licking it, like, can you believe it? It can't be more than a day old. And we see he's talking to his good old buddy LaCroix again. He's like, okay, I gotta say you were right. You know, those little clues, they helped. He's like, I'm so hungry. What about you, LaCroix? Yeah, let's go get some donuts? Oh, you cops and your donuts. And he starts driving off. So the next thing we see is Victor waking up in the car, and now it's night out. And he's like, Virginia, and he's freaking out. And he looks over, and LaCroix's like, he's talking about his buddy LaCroix's there. He's calming him down. He's like, I'm so sorry. Did I miss anything? He's like, oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'm so hungry. What kind do you like? I mean, okay. I'm not judging you, but like, that's just not the kind I like. All right. So now Victor's going into the donut store, and he walks in, and the proprietor of the donut store looks a lot like Virginia, which, I mean, just nothing good can come of that, right? So Victor's talking with her, and he's like, I want some of these donuts, and I want some of those donuts. She's like, oh, okay, honey, I've got the best donuts, and da-da-da-da. And he's like, wait, no, you know what? I should get some for Virginia. And he's like, what's your favorite? She's like, oh, I love these ones, and they're the Plumalots. And he's like, Plumalots? What are those? She's like, it's an apricot mixed with a plum. It's a whole thing. So anyway, he buys a bunch of them off of her, and she's like, oh, they're the best. You know what? They're so good. If you don't like them, I'll give you your money back. And I don't know. I mean, like, I know Virginia, but I think that Victor, and Donut Lady, they got a little bit of a connection here. Well, anyway, and he's like, okay. He's like, yeah, these sound great. I can't wait. And she's like, okay, well, you can go. We got plastic sporks over there. Go right ahead. And he's like, okay, there's like three of us. She's like, take as many as you want. And the fact that she's letting him have as many pieces of plastic as he wants. He's time of his life, So he walks out and he goes, and he gets back and he's hanging out in the car, and him and his buddy LaCroix. And you know what? LaCroix's being a bit ridiculous here. He had him get 6 donuts, but he barely even finishes the one. Oh, well. Anyway, so they're sitting there and they're eating. And then not Victor sees an old friend, not sheriff of the town. The guy who had him tied up, the guy who was licking Virginia, which, again, I'm still saying, dude, it's a sex doll. Why are you licking a stranger's sex? Anyway.
They start fucking. It was gross.
It was. So he watches this guy go into the shop. And I don't know about you, but my thought is like, well, Donut Lady's about to see a murder in progress. And I was wrong. So this guy's name's Thomas, and he comes walking in, and Donut Lady's name is Ginny, and she's like, oh, Raskin's out there. And he's like, oh, you know me, Ginny. And she's like, okay, anything you want, deputy. And he's like, sheriff now. And that spooks Ginny a bit. And, she's dropping her donut. And this guy's just being a disgusting piece of shit. He's leering at her. He's flat out being like, oh, that's Ginny. And she's like, oh, ha, ha, ha. And then he's like, why don't we go in the back? And she's like, listen, deputy, I've told you, I'm not interested. He's like, it's sheriff. You know it. I told you it's sheriff. And he's like, you know what? I'm the sheriff now. One of these days, I might not be asking. I might just be doing. And she's like, let me go. And he's like, Jenny, you can fight, but it's gonna happen. Don't you forget it. I'm the sheriff. I've got the power now. And he's like, where the fuck are the sporks? And she's like, I don't know. I guess we're out. And luckily, thank God, Sheriff Dildo leaves because, I was worried about Ginny there. And he's going back to the car and he's like, motherfucker, I'm a stupid bitch. I'm the sheriff now. I'm the law. I can do whatever I want. And he gets back. He's like, what the fuck is this? And he sees there's this little plastic army man thing. It's like naked army ladies, and he tosses it. And he's like, fucking people. And he gets in his car and he starts driving off. But one thing he doesn't notice is that in his trunk, reaching out to grab that naked army lady is not Victor. And he's coming along for the ride. And that's the end of issue 2.
Ooh. Hot diggity daffodil. That comic continues to be weird and confusing.
Shit getting real. Shit getting real weird.
Real weird. Man.
Real quick.
Yeah, that was definitely a crazy comic.
Yeah, y'all thought it was bad when they thought Victor was just a spy. Oh, he's so much worse.
Yeah, he is action-packed with issues, I would say. And it seems like a very interesting comic book. I'm curious how like the story wraps up. But
I mean, it's like only 5 issues.
Oh, it's only 5.
Sure, that's really loud. I got you to kill that earlier.
I'll kill it in a second.
Whatever you're talking about, I don't hear.
Oh, you don't hear it?
Okay,
cool.
But it is an interesting story. I'm curious how it's going to wrap up, and like that is one of the things I like about like non-cape comic books.
There's endings.
Yeah, there's like a beginning, middle, and end. It's not just like all predicated on just like keeping the status quo. Which is, you know, it's fine. Like I like that, you know, Batman has never been older than 50 years old for the past 100 years he's been alive. That's totally fine.
Okay, let's put it this way. They're so starved for fucking ideas. Do you know what's happening in the DC universe right now?
Were you talking about the absolute stuff?
Nope, that was something else. Right now, the main story in the main DC universe is called DCKO. It is literally a free-for-all fight to see who will get the Heart of Apocalypse, the Heart of Darkseid. And they did bring in the absolute, the Absolute Trinity. No, that's not the crazy part. They also brought in Sub-Zero.
What?
Omni-Man. I'm sorry. That was my fault. I was wrong. Not Omni-Man. Homelander.
That's even weirder.
So Sub-Zero, Homelander, and you want to know? You're gonna think I'm wrong here. It gets weirder.
You're wrong.
Annabelle the doll.
Oh my! What? What is she doing there?
That's what DC's current genre, like entire universe-wide storyline is now.
They are all over the shop. Look, I understand, like, you know, it is fun to have crossovers. Like I like the Batman Ninja Turtles crossover as much as the next guy. But
it's contained.
Yeah, like sometimes you just need to stop. Like I don't need to see Annabelle in the DC universe.
And again, she's fighting to win the heart of Darkseid. She might become Darkseid.
Can we get they should add that, was that little android girl, Megan?
Oh yeah, Megan.
Oh fuck Megan.
Just throw her in the bunch. Yeah.
Why?
I mean, if they get her from Megan too, evidently that's Terminator Megan. So there you go.
Yeah.
There's others, by the way, that I'm forgetting.
Terminator 3. I mean, Megan 3. Oh,
no.
I'm joking.
Fifth Bantha, I have no clue. I have not been reading current DC in years.
Yeah, I've just been buying like a lot of old DC. I just bought the Court of Owls series. Just because
such a good series.
I haven't really read it. I've just like watched YouTube videos about it. I was like, I need to watch this before they definitely make a movie about it. The next Batman's iteration.
It's amazing. Also, check out there's a spin-off new hero from it called Talon. So I don't know how far you are in it, but
it hasn't showed up yet, so I haven't read it yet. And I should definitely read my Saga Compendium before I get into the Batman Court of Owls. But enough comic book talk. We should get into our topic of the night.
And whoever
comic book talk. What was that?
Whoever this
lightness.
God, I know. Fuck off. It's a fucking teddy bear with
There you go. Hold up. Back up. There you go. Back.
It's a teddy bear with like a bone saw.
Oh,
you know what?
Okay.
We'll put it in the description.
Okay, it's so stupid what they're doing right. You know what? Let's talk Gen V. Come on, let's do it.
Yes,
Please.
let's talk about the season finale of the Amazon Prime original series. Gen V season 2, episode 8. The Guardians of the Dolphin.
No. Well, nice try.
Wait, what?
That's season 1's episode 8.
Oh, this wasn't called Guardians of the Dolphin? Oh, which one was? What was this?
I don't know if this is a bit.
It's not
Trojan horse.
Trojan horse.
Oh, use of well, let's see how we say that. Acetaminophen. Is that okay?
Wait, did you watch season 1's ending again?
No. Funny enough, this was me. I didn't research. I didn't copy and paste the name of the episode for the finale, but I watched some YouTube video where they had said that the finale episode was Guardians of the Dolphin. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna write that down right now. So that's
throwing
what happens when you're lazy.
We throwing somebody else under the bus. I'm here for it. He's just like, oh yeah, I caught that from somebody else.
I can't really blame anybody because it's still my mistake. But this is what happens when you copy off of somebody else's work.
This is no blame because no one is watching this.
And instead of heavy spoilers, Alex has been listening to heavy typos.
Welcome to the Heavy Typo Show.
Also, I misspoke. It's just
Matthew.
Trojan. Not horse, just Trojan.
Just Trojan. Right.
Okay.
Just condoms.
I was gonna say our future sponsor. Why don't you see anybody just getting sponsored by real things like condoms? Everybody wants to do.
Pretty sure they sell themselves pretty well.
They sell they shouldn't say they sell like hot cakes. Why do they say that? They should say they sell like condoms.
Oh man, I haven't heard that joke. So I haven't watched that movie. In this TV show, it starts off with a flashback from the episode 1, 1967. Thomas injects himself with V1, the version Soldier Boy and Stormfront had, just before being burned in a laboratory fire. In the present, the group tends to an injured Doug who Marie cannot heal as she is too weak. Polarity drives Doug to a hospital, talking about Andre's kindness and bravery when Black Noir 2 attacks and kills him and captures Polarity. Now, this was a pretty crazy opening to the episode.
So you talk now?
Yeah, that was a cool moment because you could see the Polarity had clearly met the older Black Noir
Wasn't
at some point.
He in the 7? What Polarity was in the 7 at one point?
No, he wasn't in the 7, but remember, Black Noir 2 is an actor and he's fangirling out because Polarity did a fuck ton of movies.
Yeah, but I just could have sworn that at some point they said he was in the 7, and that's why when Homelander saw him again, he was like, "Oh yeah, you're still sick." That's why he got to kick, or maybe he almost made it to the 7 and they couldn't get in. But can't remember. For season 1, he was like, "Oh yeah, you still suck." That's why you could never, ever, bitch, you could never. Or maybe that was the last season of The Boys.
Now that I think about it,
I can't remember, but he was either a member for a hot second or almost a member. But
it said he could never quite make it.
I think it was like Pop Claw, where he was just a very popular
Spider-Man.
Yeah, the Spider-Man guy.
Avenger, he's just Spider-Man.
Yeah, because he was really, really popular. But I do remember, which is actually kind of confusing, but they said that in one of the flashbacks, I think it was the Marie flashback, that A-Train was the first Black member of the 7.
Lies.
Which was Black Noir not a member of the 7 before that?
We don't know if that Black Noir. No, we do, because we saw him take us. Yeah, but no one knew.
No one knew, but he was.
Wait. No, hang on.
It's Vought propaganda.
Well, but also, yeah. But that was also the Soldier Boy days. I don't think it was the 7 at that point.
Yeah.
So when A Train came on, if he came on at the same time as Polarity, but like he might have still been, it's the racism.
Yeah, and I think even like Homelander said at some point
racism button
when like in like season 2 or something like that, he was talking about like diversity in the 70s. Like in Black Noir, he's like technically black. I never even thought about it until that
never
point.
thought about it. Nobody cared.
Well,
that's why I said it's Vought propaganda.
Yeah.
They also, I mean, Black Noir has always been a bit of a. I don't think you read your own writing here. He could heal from like anything, but I guess like he got blowed up so bad he couldn't talk ever again.
Yeah, he had the first Black Noir.
Yeah,
he had a cleaver go straight through his head, or like a piece of a helicopter.
He can heal enough that he can still walk in superpower, but not talk.
Yeah, or maybe it's been a trauma thing.
I think that the remember the little cartoon,
like the puppet shit.
That happened. It wasn't puppet shit. It was for him. It was
cartoons. It was cartoons. Yeah,
for Sam.
And I think that they were like, well, that's why you haven't talked in such a long time.
You know what? We'll retcon it. We'll say it was a Wolverine. There's a piece of the blade in his head still.
Yeah, he's just.
There we go.
Oh, there is. Right. Well, you're.
So it's always healing, but it's pushing it around.
Did you read the comics? No, right. There is comic books.
I tried, and it wasn't even just how brutal it was. It was how fucking misogynistic it was.
Yeah,
I just couldn't get into it, man.
I mean, Leia, first episode of The Boys is pretty crazy. So, but and it's even crazier in the book.
It's apparently is toned down in the show.
Apparently, when they kill Soups in the comic book, they don't really die. They turn into mindless zombies that are just because the V takes over their body is so strong that the V ends up taking over their body, but they still aren't able to function like a normal human being. So they're basically like zombies, but superheroes. So Vought keeps them locked under, Vought.
Well, you know what? That makes me think of a question, but I will bring it up later when it would also coincide with the show.
Okay. Well, yeah, next up in the episode, Marie reconciles with Kate and heals her, which I thought was like a really touching moment. And then later, Thomas prepares seminars.
And then they did nothing with it. Literally not again.
Yeah, she didn't really get a chance to use her powers later. But like her powers are very specific. I get how they. I appreciate that they didn't try to like shoehorn. I was about to say horn shoe. I appreciate that they didn't try to shoehorn her powers into like the final fight to just make her seem important. But I did feel like that moment was like really touching. But yeah, then later Thomas prepares seminars with the students to eliminate the weak and enhance his powers, hoping to control Marie and eventually Homelander, who he blames for the Soup's decline and weakness to not be overshadowed by others.
You weak ass bitch.
And good news, that was just about the show and not an allegory for anything in the world.
Mr. President, thanks.
I hope the guy that played the president sees that and is just like, fuck.
He's no longer with us. He was also the chief of police in
Beverly Hills
Cop. Yeah, that's right.
1 and 2, right? Because 3 was Billy.
Yeah, 3. Yeah, Billy was the chief. Yeah, man, that movie. Not good. Future doesn't hold up episode.
I still love it, but I shouldn't.
Yeah. Why are we doing this?
When Sage disapproves of his plan, she secretly frees Polarity. Marie arrives at the seminar while the rest of the group infiltrates inside Black Hole. Wait, what? Sorry.
Real quick, Sage is the smartest person on. Her superpower is she's that smart.
Mm-hmm.
How did she not see that coming with Godolkin? He was talking about it all the time.
You didn't see that coming?
I feel like she had a lack of a data set, and she probably missed.
Bro, flat out was talking about culling the kids.
Yeah, but I don't think that she thought that it was going to try to expand beyond into.
He is something.
He is the something.
I just think that she may have calculated that he wasn't going to try to spread that out beyond, the natural narcissistic nature of being one of the soups. I think she miscalculated him trying to take over Homelander and kill him. Wasn't a part of her plan, man. So she bailed. She bailed on it. I have a theory, though.
Okay. Oh shit! Conspiracy time.
I have a conspiracy theory. The idea is that Sage is trying and has always been trying to get rid of Homelander.
I don't think that's a conspiracy theory. I think that's just a legit theory, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The only question I have for that is it because she's trying to make the world better by getting rid of him? Or is it because she's like, and then I take over?
Well, I don't think she has any ambitions to take over. Good question. But I think that either she's trying to get rid of Homelander because, right thing to do type shit. Or she's trying to kill all soups.
I don't think that.
Because remember, she doesn't like her powers to a certain degree because she wants to be stupider.
Right. Yeah.
Doing weird things. She does really dumb things because she wants to just feel dumb. And to a certain degree, a lot of these people's powers, if you're not if there's way more unlucky people with their powers than there are lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really cool ones, they usually come with a price, or you're very depressed in that sense. So yeah, I think maybe there's a sense of self-hate type situation that might be going on.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I
think she's sorry. Go ahead.
Fifth Bantha, I think we can all agree. Don't worry, we'll get to this part.
Yeah.
We'll get to the quantum asshole.
I feel like there's really only one part of this episode that is incredible enough for discussion: quantum asshole realm. Yeah, and we actually had.
I did come up with his superhero name.
The only thing we should talk about for the next 28 minutes is this dude's asshole. That's what he's saying.
That's what we spent way too much time on his asshole last week, honestly. We spent a lot of time.
That is a wild sentence.
We spent a lot of time.
His superhero name is Ass Cube.
Ass Cube?
Oh, I thought it was Black Hole.
Cube, like a vacuum.
Yeah.
Ass vacuum. Ass Cube. I don't care what he thinks it is. I've decided.
His name, he's like a shop
Whatever
vac.
He said it is,
it's like a shop vac because he goes in and out.
Nope, shop vac wins. I retract mine.
Yeah, we will definitely get to that. If you want to watch a more extensive conversation about his asshole powers, you can listen to our conversation last week.
Members only.
Or check out our OnlyFans.
Yeah, members only.
But I took us off track. We were at she broke out polarity.
Yes, right. And I do like Sage's character, and I think there is a lot of ambiguity about her in game, like what she wants to happen next. But I'm curious what you think about Sage Bill, because there are things I love about Sage and there are things I don't, as far as this storyline. On the one hand, I appreciate the fact that they were she is the smartest person in the world, but even if you're incredibly intelligent, you're not susceptible to being fooled by love. If you're in love with somebody,
IQ versus EQ.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's like intellectualism versus emotionalism. It's like that's a constant battle, and I like that they introduce that. But I don't see any way the smartest black woman in the world would fall in love with a like died in the wool Nazi. You know what I mean?
Died in the wool, burnt up Nazi.
Yeah, he's like he was a Nazi before, and he's a Nazi today. Like he has not changed.
Nazi
his thoughts.
tomorrow, Nazi today. Nazi.
You know,
he's George Wallace vibes all through and through. Like
the only thing he doesn't like about Stormfront that she didn't finish. That's it.
Yeah, it's like you should have finished the job. Yeah, what did you think about just like the relationship between Sage and Thomas in that sense?
Tommy G.
I did think you make a good point. You didn't really ask me a question until just now, but so I was confused as to where you were going. But you make a good point about her nature is like as a black woman falling in love with this Nazi man. This very tiny, weird, scruffy looking Nazi man. Look like a hobbit. You ever seen a hobbit? Not a Nazi hobbit. Like
he could have been Pippin's cousin.
So
a nobbit,
right? And I feel like we didn't. There's a lot of backstory missing from Godolphin that we never got, and they just blew his ass up, so we're never gonna get it. You know what
Spoiler.
I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny that you mentioned that.
But so as far as their relationship goes further than that, I would say the intellectual portion goes down because she can have a conversation that's at such a high level with him, even though his superpower isn't that, and he isn't as smart maybe as she is. She fell in love with that. Mm-hmm. Which may be the answer to the reason why we were talking about like how does she the smartest person? She didn't calculate for that. Maybe because she couldn't calculate love. Love is not quantifiable.
Yeah, as we have learned from Annie Hathaway's in Interstellar, love is the only love is the only force in this universe that is unquantifiable. And
she said that.
Yeah.
Damn, I thought I just came up with that.
And you're sounding like Victor in Virginia. Just love, love, love.
Damn. I was really hoping I just came up with that. Well,
hey, I'm a weirdo about Annie Hathaway's.
I'm gonna have to call our sponsor, BetterHelp. I'm joking.
Diet Coke.
Yeah.
I do want to talk about Godolphin a little bit more because we mentioned.
God, dude, we've talked about him so. No, I'm joking.
Well, last week we did talk about him as being a formidable villain, like maybe even leading into the next Boys season. But we'll get into the ending later. But I was kind of disappointed by how little we found out about his backstory. Like I felt like they made it a little too overcomplicated with his origin. Like I just assumed that he had inhaled the vapor from the Gen V or whatever that was in the what's it called? Temp V.
No,
his would have had to have been regular V though.
Right. Yeah, it was the VV.
He was VD.
Like everything about that scenario is just like very confusing. Like, why were all the scientists just like taking the drug without him knowing, even though he was in control of it? Why didn't
they take V1?
Yeah.
Like, I think he took it, but for the same reason we would take it in that hot spot.
Yeah, that I thought they made sense.
Hot spot.
It was hot. I mean, it was only hot after one of them took the V. And
I'm talking about why he would take it.
Well,
Godolphin.
So, like with him,
last second, man. Look, man, I'm about to burn up. I'm gonna die.
With him,
I need to try to do something. If I explode, who cares?
But with him, at the end of the first episode, it seems like he just passed out, like right before he was able to open the door. So, but if he woke up, why didn't he just open the door and then leave?
He couldn't open the door in the first place. It was locked.
Well,
because of the fire.
Yeah, and it's an industrial lab that would have had an auto lock.
Yeah, fire's locked.
Okay.
Like I mean,
didn't,
fire's
okay,
locked.
I didn't twig that.
Like the hospitals do that.
It also
or
looked
regular
almost
ones.
like a military facility, so also would have just
It's
automatic.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Vaught's military, especially at that point in time. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's
There's
a little bit of too much ambiguity. Sorry, about around the.
I'm gonna hit you with the button. No, I'm joking.
I just don't really know why, like, all these scientists were, like, injecting themselves with V without the person who conducted the, like, he's the one who invented V, and he's the one.
He's also the one who said, "Don't fucking do that shit."
So
yeah,
told him about it. Like, why is he like? Who
Jeff,
told him
you
about
got
it? Where he's running?
I got some ideas.
I've got a theory, but it is literally just a theory because we have no other information, like you said, and that theory would just be like they were trying to like pull a coup on him. They were like, "Hey, this guy's fucking insane. If we let him take this, we're all fucked. What other options do we have? Hey, what if we beep, real quick?" And then we're the superheroes, and it doesn't matter because we won't let him take it, you know?
Yeah, your dude's probably been talking about creating gods and all this shit.
Also,
whole hard on for it, you know?
Yeah.
Also, something that we got wrong in the first one because we didn't have the right all of the information. We thought these were like the first people to ever take V. They knew that it worked already because of Stormfront and Soldier.
Right.
So, like, they thought it was safe. They were just stupid.
Yeah, they obviously didn't get the tape of the test subjects who exploded. and had come out of their asshole until they...
Man, I gotta rewatch season 1.
Yeah, I was thinking about that today. I was like, as much as I wasn't a huge fan of season 4 of The Boys, but those first 3 seasons are pretty incredible. Like, I really need to go back and rewatch. And yeah, to y'all's point, like, you know, we do have some spin-offs. Like, we have the Vought Rising show that's supposed to be coming out. We have The Boys Mexico that's supposed to be coming out. So we might, and we
that's still rumors, though.
Yeah, it's still rumors.
I think in Los Hijos.
Los Hijos.
Speaking of American, I don't understand you.
I ragazzi, but that's a Italy.
You know, I feel like. And we did hear in one episode that Cypher had spent some time in Mexico, so we might get a little bit more backstory.
That's clever.
Well, we didn't get anything answered in this. I doubt it. Who cares if it didn't?
No. But now, when they set it up, they can show that 20-second clip, and that's all they gotta do. And then they can be like, "See, we set it up."
Previously on, like, yeah, The Boys, you can
but
just
they
like show
exploded,
that.
dude. So what's the point in going backwards?
Yeah, I mean, like beyond just getting some answers, like, yeah, I feel like it's done. It's like,
I think the point is that they're owned by Amazon, which is basically real world.
Boom, boom, boom. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're gonna squeeze as much as they can out of that rind, but and I'm not sure how much more answers I want from Thomas Godolkin now that he's dead, but it would have been a little bit more satisfying to get a little bit more from him from this episode.
Yeah,
but speaking of the rest of this episode, Thomas manages to control Marie and through her tries to kill all of the the G-men basically, and I honestly
and women. Alex hates women. So. That was gonna be my joke. I'll let you go when you.
That's his superpower.
When you cut me off about Sage, I was like in there. I was gonna like say, and the other reason that you probably don't feel comfortable about her, you know, feeling those ways is because you hate women.
I thought that we did it that bit. Well, we haven't used it in a while.
Sometimes
it was weird that Alex wrote in a vote for get rid of.
What was that, the 14th?
Yeah. Like, I missed the last committee meeting, but I'm going to put it in
I
here.
I feel like all women should be in cages until they're in the kitchen at 5 o'clock to make my dinner.
Cages. Women in cages is wild. Alexander.
The 19th.
Right.
So Godolkin's controlling Marie.
Yeah, Godolkin's controlling Marie. This is like a little bit of I guess somewhat of the premonition that Annabeth had. And I personally was in a place where I thought that she was just gonna like kill everybody, just like from like previous Boys seasons. I just was expecting something terrible, but this was a lot more optimistic, where Polarity comes in and ends up saving the day. How did you guys feel about this whole moment with Thomas and Marie and Polarity and that whole?
I'll go quick because I'm gonna go first because I'm gonna go quick. I'll bust real quick. I love getting him to pop. But anyway, I just don't like it. I don't like the fact that, like you said, it should have been, you were expecting her to kill everybody or kill somebody, goddammit. It just didn't happen, except we got Godolkin. But I just was expecting something sad, and we got no sad. Shit should be sad.
This was not. Yeah, this whole season and this whole series has not been sad hood movie.
No, it's been happy. Let's do things together.
I think they've been taking a bit of advantage over Polarity 2's death. I think they've been leaning hard on that this season.
They definitely have.
You know what? Yeah, no, I'm gonna let you go. Yeah, elaborate on that. How did you feel about the way they handled this?
It was just, there were so many parts where I was like, okay, wait. All her friends come out of shop vac. Why didn't he immediately control them? Like, come on. Or, so there was that. Then at first I was like, oh, did they have, because they were like, we've got a plan. Your plan is to hide in a butthole? That's the entire plan? But then I was also thinking, like, maybe it's other cool things. Like, maybe they did have Kate, control Marie so that when Godolkin tries, he can't because Kate's already controlling her. Or maybe like Marie, like he does turn Marie and like Marie's going, and it's like, okay, why doesn't Emma grow big? Because then she's got too much blood and Kate can't control, or not Kate, excuse me, Marie can't control that yet. Like there were ways around it. Or even I was like, what if Marie just like pulls the V out of Godolkin's blood? Because that's the other thing. Like it's never been like, oh, well, they got injected with the V and that made them that way permanently. They've multiple times been like, you can see the V in their blood going around. Yeah. Like, that would have been great. Like if they wanted to do the non-killing route, make him a human, ruin his fucking life.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think that's there's a lot of rumors online
that's what
they plan on doing with Homelander.
Well, and they also should have had Marie kill someone. Right. I mean, like, even if it wasn't her sister or Jordan, like, maybe it's like Marie kills, how about just Flying Boy? Like, it could even be someone insignificant so that she breaks Emma's heart, Like, something like that. Honestly, it should have been Emma.
I think that it could have just been. I would have been satisfied. It's really weird. We're sitting here talking about like
who should die.
Which child do we wish was murdered?
Yes, she deserved to die,
and I hope she burns in hell. This is as soon as I was about to say it, I'm just like, God damn, what are we? What are we?
What are you rooting for? Right
but so it would have been fine with me. Speaking of, it would have been fine with me if they'd have just killed like all of the regular students instead of
having kill Sabine.
Exactly, like just kill the normal guys that are in there that you already beat damn near to death. Like just kill all of them.
He didn't even kill any of them when the entire point was to cull the herd. Cull the herd doesn't mean beat them up.
He did kill one of them, which I was like really sad about, like the fire hands girl, the redhead.
Didn't kill her.
Oh, he didn't kill her. She
got up and fought.
Oh, did she get? No, what? That was a different redhead.
No. He picked her up.
I saw another fireball.
Yeah, he never killed anybody who was in there. He picked them all back up and made them do the stuff that he wanted to do again.
Oh, okay. I thought after that.
And I'm talking about we should have seen some exploded people.
I will rewatch it just to find out.
People melted We should have seen melted motherfuckers. We should have seen these people using their powers against each other to their fullest potential, because that's what he's supposed to be trying to do, and then fucking killing each other.
They didn't even have Mind GHB try and get in a mind control battle with the dude. What?
Right. It's just bumps and bruises. You know what I'm saying? Bumps and bruises, baby.
Yeah,
bumps and bruises, baby.
I mean, it was they were definitely not dead. But
although that did give us one of the funniest lines in this episode. Oh, not anymore. He doesn't have a penis.
Yeah. He's like, God damn. Like,
but yeah,
Fifth Bantha, who cares what it's like inside Shop Vac?
What's it like inside Shop Vac?
Based on Emma's face, not good. She looked horrified coming out of there.
At least you're in there with your friends.
Yeah.
It's like a very tiny fort.
Yeah. Can you imagine if you threw up in there?
Oh man,
because by the way, I would.
Let me ask you a question. If you're Shop Vac,
yes, it is.
If you're Shop Vac, you're in middle school, and
all of a sudden your chair's gone.
Everybody, all the cool kids, they want to hang out with you because you got the Shop Vac, right?
Okay, yeah.
And they're like, man, hey, can we come over to your house and like
crawl in
your butt and like watch TV and hang out?
They're making forts in there.
Yeah, and he's like, I can't hang out.
I can't participate
with you.
So he's like the guy who like takes the picture.
But they're like,
worst camera ever.
Right, but he can't be cool. He can't be in the cool group,
right?
Unless he lets them get in his ass and hang out without him.
So, do you think he ever got like really mad that he didn't get to hang out and just didn't let one out? So now it's like the Lemmy Winks episode of South Park where they're crawling past skeletons.
So you've partially answered my question, because my question was going to be, would y'all do it? Would you be like,
oh hell no,
damn,
I know in high school it was very hard to find a place to hang. Middle school, high school, it was very hard to find a place to hang out. Not that desperate to go in somebody's ass.
No, I'm saying you were Shop Vac. You're Shop Vac.
I'm Shop Vac.
You're Shop Vac.
I probably wouldn't tell anybody that I had that power, honestly. I would just.
Well, Alex, they'll look over and see you slam on the ground when your chair just disappears.
Yeah, when
I'm sorry.
You fall back on Sydney in science lab and she disappears into your asshole, they're gonna be like, "What?"
That's how I discovered my powers.
God,
fall on the bench in the locker room.
The wrestling section in gym, worst time ever for you.
The Fifth Bantha said, "No, I mean there was a lot of people in there. It was cramped and slimy, like a colon, or does it have a lobby like?" The genie's lamp.
Yeah,
we talked about honestly,
lobby.
I don't want to go into this anymore.
No,
we talked about this last week.
I can answer it real quick for you.
We're going into it, Alex.
We talked about this last week.
We're going into that.
I can, but we got our answer this time.
Yeah. Okay. Now see, Alex. Shut up, Alex.
All right. It's quick. It's simple. It can expand to whatever he wants, and we know that because none of them came out slimy, so they didn't have to lube up to get in. They all came out normal. There weren't even skid marks on any of them. But think back to that scene where they're busting through the wall, where Jordan and Sam bust through the wall. We see that guy come out who is all slimy, so he can control it, so it's smaller, so that it does feel good. So Shop Vac controls the vacuum in his colon.
Okay.
Son of a bitch.
So
he is a Shop Vac.
We have gotten to the bottom of it.
You didn't see that coming?
D&D style, he's a bag of holding.
By the way, speaking of you didn't see that coming. We need that one. We need to change that one out for the Black Dynamite one.
Oh yeah.
Did anybody see that?
I actually tried to rip that. It's not as clean. It's
I still want the one where he looks back. He's like, you didn't see that coming, then falls down dead for just those real special. Really, you didn't see that coming?
Yeah. Yeah, I decided to go with the less morbid "you didn't see that coming" clip.
Yeah, well, you know
this time
we trust you.
with the ass of holding, fantastic name, Fifth Bantha. With the ass of holding, the dead one would have made more sense.
Let's talk about first. I did want to say like I did really like the fight scene. It was very reminiscent of Infinity War when they were like trapped Thanos. Like, and though it didn't. Like it was kind of like a lot of times in comic books where like a whole bunch of comic book characters have to overpower a very OP
while somehow
like
not killing each other.
Right. Like if it's like Thanos or Apocalypse or something like that, you kind of just have to have some allowances and just assume that I don't know, the bad guy was a little distracted.
I did love that Emma just gave him a boot.
Yeah, she just got big and kicked him across the room. And I love that Bushmaster and Kate ended up coming in at the end. Like, Bushmaster. Is it Kate?
You get caught tail chick.
Yeah,
I'll find her name. You keep going.
Bushmaster. I think it was Katie. I can't remember Tail Girl's name.
I'll find it for
you. Get caught up in love.
But after
that's like a perfect song for her superpower.
You'll get caught up in the Bushmaster.
You'll get caught up in the Bushmaster.
I did like the way that all ended. But then after they kill Thomas,
Allie, no, Harper. Allie is Bushmaster. Harper is
Tail Girl.
I will never remember Allie. She will always be Bushmaster. But I'm glad that you.
Tail Powers, yeah.
Tail Powers.
Polarity tells the group to flee.
Not as a good song.
Polarity tells the group to flee while Polarity tells the group to flee as he stays as a scapegoat. As fugitives, they are recruited by Annie to her resistance against Homelander and Vought, which includes A-Train. It was so fun seeing him pop up at the end. I personally really
was mad corny to me, but
there was one part.
Color me in corny cartoons because I love that. Oh, sorry, color me in corny crayons because I love
nothing. You're not getting a good catchphrase out of it. Just let it go.
Let it go.
That's not going to be a soundbite, bud.
Yeah. No, I just love that ending, man. Like you can call me corny if you want to, but like I
see. Look, this is the thing. Nobody said you were corny. I just said that was corny. It was corny as hell.
What was corny was how you described it.
Yeah, you dove into the corny. Like we were over here on the regular pool side. You know what I'm saying? You jumped in the deep end with a bunch of corn in your pockets.
Calm down, Silo.
I've never been accused of being non-corny or non-cheesy. Fifth Bantha says in the chat, every time Emma gets big, I flashback to dude where's my car where the kid looks up at the giant lady's skirt and says, I want to go to I want to go on that ride. His dad says, me too, son. Me too. Also, Attack of the 50-Foot Woman. Yeah, it's kind of got vibes there too.
Such a misogynistic, beautiful time to be alive. The early 2000s.
Oh, don't worry, they're trying to make it that way again. I gotta say, I think Emma does. I think she's like one of the most badass characters in this show, and I need her to get more recognition. The problem is like her powers aren't as like, ironically, big and flashy as like Marie's or Jordan's. But I mean, like she goes like, especially like look at season 1 when she couldn't grow at all and she was just doing the mini tasks. That took a lot of fucking guts. She was a badass.
Yeah, mostly because she was throwing up.
Yeah, that too.
Took a lot of guts because she was throwing most of her guts up. So.
Yeah, she was dumping her guts. I did, and speaking of Emma, like I like to your point, she's one of the strongest characters of the show. And I really liked the moment where Emma.
Strong. Oh, you mean like acting wise, performance, like strongest?
I mean, honestly, full spectrum. Like she's a really great actress. She's like
their powers are strong.
Yeah,
her character has had one of the best arcs and most fulfilling arcs.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. And I really like the moment earlier in this episode where Kate, Emma, and Marie all just had like the big group hug. I was like, oh man, this, like, I don't know. In that moment, I was like, this is like the core of the show. Like these three characters, they are really what really drives the show. And I'm
now
curious to see
because dude died.
Yes.
I think that any problem that I have had with this show, I think it's come because of
Polarity too.
Yeah, Andre
passing away because they had to change so much. And like for instance, Doug's death scene.
Yeah, that kind of came out of
came out of nowhere, and it was corny as hell. The whole thing that they were doing, they were trying to just kind of give him his send off in a good positive way, and like Jeff said, some of that kind of bled over into the writing of the whole series overall. But Doug's death scene comes out of nowhere because he's giving this beautiful speech about Andre, and then he gets stabbed in the chest.
Yeah.
I was like, why have to do this dude so goddamn terrible?
Yeah, it was very like
he got vaped in this movie.
There were a lot of
stabbed in his hand.
Yeah.
I'm just saying he broke all his bones.
Yeah, he's had a very rough all of his life as far as we can tell. Like most of his life has been awful.
Just 30 years.
There's 30 out of his like probably 45 years of life.
Didn't ask Marie to heal him at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like he was like, yes, just go in there and heal that.
They actively asked him to.
No, I'm talking about Doug's body. I'm talking about before. I'm saying Godolkin didn't even try to get Marie to heal Doug's body.
Oh yeah, because he didn't give a shit about
it. He
him.
didn't give a fuck about Doug.
No.
I was just saying, poor Doug, man. Poor Doug.
And it is like there were
That's what
a
you
lot
get
of
for working on VCRs.
Oh man. Those were the days.
There were a lot of moments in the season where I couldn't tell how much, because like if a character dies, especially a character that means so much, you don't want to just like completely ignore it. There's going to be some recognition toward that character, especially because of like how much they had a connection in the first season. But it's weird to just like since you know how the sausage is made, we know that this actor was passed away. You don't know how much they're trying to like placate towards that, or just like sort of commemorate his memory, and just like, oh man, like we want to just honor this actor versus just like having the characters respond.
I think any placating you felt just came from them having to write around the fact that he wasn't there.
I will say I do like that they didn't just try to recast him though. I don't know if there's ever been a time where it's felt like not only like, and I'm not even talking about like, hey, is this actor better than that actor? It just always feels gross.
You only recast when that, like, it's not like when a motherfucker dies. You recast.
Tell you what, they could have recast Black Noir. That would have been fine.
Facts.
Yeah.
But which they did not. I would recast him, by the way. But
I would have loved it if Black Noir was like Snowball and Simpsons. Like,
you recast when you have a disagreement in contracts.
Perfect example. Vigilante.
Exactly, or conflict in times, or something like that, or you just find a better motherfucker to do it. Like, right? Like that's happened in Game of Thrones a couple of times.
That's what happened with Vigilante. They got halfway through and they were like, "This guy's just not what we need." And then luckily they got the guy that we like. So,
right, and they did that in Game of Thrones with the Mountain.
Oh yeah.
Also, Ajax.
Oh yeah. Look, I got a question
from the first Deadpool movie.
I got a question for y'all before we get out of here.
42.
Because we're gonna get to the ratings last.
Well, I got one more thing before we get to that, but you go.
Okay. We'll segue into that. Polarity at the end of this episode stays behind. Right? It's like, y'all get the fuck out of here. Lay low.
One of my favorite tropes.
Right? I'm gonna stay.
Get out of here.
Yeah, get out of here.
I'm gonna stay here for no reason.
No, No, he stays for a reason, and I'm gonna give you the reason right now. Okay, and that's what my question is.
Death by cop? Death by soup?
No. What the fuck is? Why are we doing this 6-7 shit? We're not doing.
No. He's raiding.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm about to get mad.
You're good. I saw it coming on. Hold it back.
Okay. So anyway, my theory.
I feel so old because
my theory.
Sorry,
my theory is polarity is staying behind because he will say he killed Godolphin. And then he'll be the new hero, possibly the new Dean, or new member of the Seven.
That would be interesting because
now he's super powerful since he's Because think about it, ever since he's had his power, he's basically been diminished. His power has been diminishing every little bit, every single time. Now that he's been healed, and like his defect has even been healed, like not like, oh, we got you back to where you were before and you're still degenerative. It's like his whole defect is gone. Now he's super way more powerful than he had been. What do y'all think about that? Do y'all think that's a possibility, or you think it's gonna go somewhere else? I'll let you think, Alex, because you're thinking hard right there. I'll let you go ahead, Jeff. You go ahead.
I think that makes a lot of sense, actually. I think it would make sense, I think Polarity would have already thought through this. And I think he would have realized, like, hey, this is a way for me to still be helping while doing the most good that I can do. I think that it would work in the world of the boys. And I think that if we're looking at the story, it'd be super easy to get Homelander to buy into because, again, those students weren't dead, but they do know what was happening. So they'll be there like, Godolphin was trying to kill us all. And Homelander will be, and remember, Homelander flipped the fuck out when Marie blowed up Kate's hand. So yeah, I think this will work.
Yeah, and also to your point, Godolphin, I mean, when no one would know who killed Godolphin other than the main crew, the core crew, because when Polarity came in, he knocked everybody the hell out. Yeah. So everybody, as far as they would be concerned, like the students would be concerned, is like, hey,
they didn't see anything.
Polarity blew his whole body up because he was fucking with us.
I thought you meant like, how could Polarity's power do that? And I was like, oh, he's just going to grab that giant metal door and slam it on top of the fucker.
Yeah, you know, whatever. Yeah, however, he vibrated his body inside out and exploded.
Right. Like, don't ask me any questions about my powers.
Yeah.
Did you not see X2?
Don't look at me.
I will say
you got a lot of iron in your blood today.
To your point, I feel like, and this is another thing where I feel like they didn't explain enough about Thomas.
Tomas.
I do think that Sean Patrick Thomas Polarity is not going to be fully healed, because we did see when Godolphin was using his powers like to like the fullest extent, his sores on his body started to reform.
They looked like different ones, actually, because I thought that at first.
It's different. There's an excuse for that.
Okay, like, so it's
his
not
powers.
Go for it.
His powers, because when he injected himself, he was burning up. I think that it has to do with that. Like, he slowly.
It could be easier though,
and that's why I think he was trying to keep her around, not just because he needed to rejuvenate himself, but he needed to be able to continuously rejuvenate himself.
But to that point, because it is like, you know, like with Polarity's powers, they said that like every time he uses it, that's what denigrates his brain cells or whatever. Do you think that, like, even though he's been reset back to like square one, do you think him using his powers is still going to like start?
Yes. I don't know. I don't. That's what I was saying earlier. I think fixed everything, because the way Sage was talking about it, she was like, nah, all that shit's gone. Like, she could tell he was basically healed. So I don't think
Thomas wasn't. Like,
Thomas is a different situation. It's a different situation. He got his V injected in him at the same time that he was burning up. So
don't even focus on that part. Just remember, there's a reason we don't inject V to adults.
Right.
It could even just be that. Polarity got his as a baby.
Everybody got theirs as a baby except for him.
Now, all of that being said,
Ashley, not Ashley.
I agree with Alex. I think that it is going to start seeping back in because it's one of two things. Like, I don't know. Sage made it almost seem like, oh, you were so distraught by your wife dying, you used your powers in a way that caused this, which I don't buy. I think that when Marie healed him, I was like, okay, like, but if his powers cause this, yeah, you stop the damage, but it's like, oh, thank you very much for healing my 3rd-degree burns. I'm still going to put my hand back in fire and somehow expect I'm not going to get burned. Like, that's not how that works. You know?
I think it was just more so like he wasn't having those issues before that. He was, I think it's more so he was pushing himself so hard. Because he wasn't having those issues.
Sorry, are we talking Polarity or Godolkin now?
Godolkin.
Okay.
I think that he was just pushing himself so hard that he was having issues.
I was talking about Polarity.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, Polarity, if he was having issues, he would have felt it because, like, he knew from the beginning he was having issues. Like, he stated it. He stated when he was talking about Andre, he was like, I knew I had been having problems, and I should have told him at the beginning, like, he is having problems. And Andre said that he had been having problems. Like, they mentioned it in season 1, like, no, you've been having problems your whole life, and he because it's denigrating over time, every use, not just like so what I'm saying is, I think someone who has been feeling that for over 40 years, 50 years, I think he would know what that feels like. I should correct myself. One moment, I think that he is fine, and that's why I said I think he planned because he wouldn't be able to fake that for Homelander. And Homelander looked at him as weak as fuck because of his disease. So if he was able to show, like, if Homelander's able to X-ray vision him and say, "Oh, you're good," then he falls back into the good graces of not only Homelander but the Seven itself.
I should also point out, I don't think that, like, in 2 weeks he's going to be back to that bad. I think that over the course of 30 years it'll get there.
Right.
Fifth Bantha said in the chat, so is it possible that she just healed Polarity so that she healed whatever causes his issue? Yeah, and that like to this point, that could be what it is. And we'll find out in later iterations of
or we won't.
Or we won't. I do think that
we'll be like Godolkin. We just won't find anything.
Right.
I do think we will see. Yeah, and that's like
you muted yourself. All right.
Sorry.
You cut off that. I think we will see.
Yeah, like I that's one of the more frustrating things. If they didn't show like the skin bubbling of Thomas Godolkin, like we wouldn't even have most of these questions. But I definitely know we're gonna see Polarity and the G-Men later on in the Boys universe, whether it be in Boys Mexico or the last season of the Boys or Vault Rising. But guys, let us know what you thought.
Well, it can't be in Vault Rising.
Wait, why not?
Because Vault Rising is like Soldier Boy. Back when he was.
That's going to be the prequel. That's going to be the prequel. That's right. That's right.
Yeah. One last thing about this episode.
Yeah, we got to do
and
that.
And it's the very end of the episode. I very much enjoy Nine Inch Nails. I think Trent Reznor writes amazing soundtracks, and I think that The Hand That Feeds was the exact opposite of fitting for the end of this fucking episode. What the shit? It was, you took like a solemn, like, all right, welcome to the Resistance. And then coming with that, like that heavy hard guitar. What the fuck were they thinking?
That's what I'm saying. It was so Corey.
It did not fit at all.
Gave off 90s vibes for sure.
Yeah.
Trent, you gotta be pissed about this one, bud.
Yeah, I loved it.
Also, I feel like they could have just asked him, and he's nerdy enough. I feel like he just would have written something for him.
Where was Sarah Michelle Gellar? Where was
Actually, that dude's so busy. He's probably writing.
Where was
songs.
he is
Melissa
touring
Joan
right now.
Hart? But somebody should have just came around the corner. Melissa Joan Hart just came around the corner right when that hard music started. Like, what the fuck?
All right. So that was my last point.
Okay, so what did you have for the rating over there?
Do you guys want to guess first?
I'm gonna guess that it was gonna be on the higher side. I'll probably say like 8.5.
What's your rating?
All right.
Well, that's mine. 8.5.
I'm going with an 8. I'm going with an 8. My rating is probably a 7.9. That's being an asshole.
Everything was too high. 7.8.
7.8.
Oh,
sorry. Nope. I'm sorry. 7.5.
Oh, I was going to say, damn, I went over just one. I feel better if I went over.
Which also puts this at a 7.5. This is in the bottom half of the season.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising. And maybe it's because compared to the last couple of season finales, like Alien Earth and Peacemaker, this was definitely the most satisfying finale for me out of the three shows. So maybe I was just comparing it in that sense, but I'm very surprised that it's so low rated.
I think the last episode was better again. I think we predicted it last week, and I think it's just been a very unfortunate trend lately that the penultimate episode has been better.
But I think that honestly, that's just TV. I don't think that's like I mentioned before. Game of Thrones, every single season except for like seasons 6 through 8. I mean, it's a lot of shows. Like you go to 16
first season of Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso. Yeah, there's a lot of shows where the
no. I'm saying the first season of Ted Lasso. The final season was better. Episode was better.
Oh, final episode. Okay. Well,
episode.
It is now my mission to prove you wrong, you motherfucker.
Yeah, final.
I mean,
the
obviously.
episode. I mean, well, I'm just saying there's certain shows that have cliffhangers.
For sure, obviously,
for every last season.
Yeah, a lot of people
last episode. So I'm just. My point wasn't that they don't do it. I'm just saying it. That's not. I'm just saying it's not that they don't do it, but
yeah,
I got it.
Yeah, like
the league. Every season, the last episode was better than the penultimate episode.
Yeah, actually, that's fair. Yeah, I just binge watched the league, and that's fair.
So good. I love you, Jason Mantzoukas.
Again, like. What I was gonna say is like obviously the most TV shows they build up toward an ending, obviously like that the finale is like the most anticipated thing. But what I've noticed for a lot of drama shows, especially like big genre shows, the penultimate episode is like really, really huge, and the last episode is just a way to wrap up things to go on to the next season because there's so much lore to be wrapped up. Like there's just there's one thing to like wrap up all the story, but there's also like the world is so big that you just kind of have to like set up what's going to happen next. So I'm not mad at that, and I really enjoyed the way that this finale wrapped things up as far as like setting up the next thing compared to the last two shows that we watched on the podcast. But yeah, it wasn't amazing. It wasn't anything. Didn't reinvent the superhero wheel, but I really enjoyed it.
It went right to the wheel, shoehorned everything in after having a chaotic situation in the writing room and during productions. So yeah, it's just like every Marvel movie.
Yeah, we had a lot of shit, dude.
And season 5, the final season of The Boys, will be 6 months after this in universe.
No, right.
Okay, we are going to get a time jump where it's 6 months after this, so we could get like.
I mean, in TV shows, that's not even a time jump anymore.
That really isn't. I was about to say that's shorter amount of time than it is to actually see the damn
right. Well, actually, hey, that's a good question. When is that?
Probably in March, or maybe this time next year. Actually,
let's see. The Boys
already filmed.
Final just expected to be released in 2026.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, filming just wrapped in July.
Season 5 confirmed for June 11th, 2020. No, wait, no, that's
nigga. That's last year. That was 2 years ago, goddamn.
No,
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, Google AI has not been good to me lately.
We will learn the origin of Butcher's forehead scar
Oh,
cool.
That's the burning question on everybody's minds.
That's mine.
I was like, damn, that nigga got a forehead.
Eric Kripke did say Marie's not gonna be able to just like walk up and take out Homelander. Like that's not what is coming. At least not right away.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I really appreciate the fact that they diverged so far from the comic books, so we really have no idea what's coming. They did have a promo picture of Homelander on the White House lawn that kind of mirrors Butcher on the White House lawn from the comic books, but still, like that just further shows that we have no idea what's going to happen with this. Because
regardless of season 4, I'm looking forward to season 5.
Yeah,
same.
I'm not mad at this show. Just
I also don't know if I would have disliked season 4 if I didn't have the 3 awesome seasons up to it.
Yeah,
right.
And I didn't even dislike season 4. It was
it
better than most TV shows that year, but it just wasn't as good. To your point.
Anyway.
But guys, let us know what you thought of this season of Gen V. Are you excited about the final season of The Boys and how this show led into that? Let us know in the comments. What's your ranking out of, let's say out of 10? We're doing the IMDb. Wait, what'd you say, Jeff?
Are you asking them for the episode or the season?
Both.
All right.
Both. But put it in separate comments. You silly bastard.
You silly bastard.
If you're watching right now still, you're going to do all the stuff we ask, right?
Yeah, like,
right?
subscribe.
You could just say the 5th Bantha.
Yeah, no, he's not going to do anything after we get done.
Hit the subscribe button. In the words of the little Asian girl from Rush Hour, push the goddamn button. Thank you for listening to the Banthas podcast. We do this every Monday at 8 p.m. Pacific time. But don't forget to like and subscribe so you can get updates on the videos. Check us out on IG, Twitter, TikTok, all the internet things at the Drunk Banthas. Until next time, stay safe, my little rebels, and may the force be with you.